morning children, Rohana ma'am here once again. Today for the first standard I'll be doing lesson unit 3, that is just being kind. Just being kind, it's actually the topic of the lesson is just being kind, but basically in that lesson you will be learning all about good manners. So children, good manners, everybody knows what is good manners. When you are very polite, when you know how to speak in a crowd, when you know how to speak to elders, these are all good manners that children are basically taught from when they are small. Now today Miss will just read a small poem for you. In that you have the whole gist of good manners, and that is on page number 40. Children, this is in your textbook on page number 40. I'll just read out this poem to you and then we'll go ahead to the lesson. So manners, we say thank you, we say please, we don't call names or tease. So what is the meaning of this, children? We always say thank you. When somebody gives you something, you get a sweet from a classmate of yours who's celebrating the birthday, or you get a sweet from your friend, you should always have the courtesy to say thank you. Then we say please. Please, can you please share your eraser with me? Can you please hand me a pencil, spare pencil? You have to talk in a very polite manner when you are speaking in English, so people know that you know your manners, you know where you stand. Then we don't call names or tease. Now, if there is a small boy who is very fat, you don't call him fatty, fatty, fatty. You don't call anybody with names. If a boy or a girl who is very dark, you don't call him blackie, you don't call him brownie. You should all learn this. You should not call any human being by names. Every human being has got his personal name. They are identified by their names. So you should call your friends by names. You cannot call Da, come here, that, go there. You can't say that boy is black, so we'll call him Blackie. You can't say that. You should not tease anybody. You should not tease anybody because they are just, they are black, or they are fat, or they are thin, or some defect in them. You should not tease anybody because of that. We don't shout, we don't fuss. Children, when you're in class, mainly the teachers will tell you sit quiet, sit quiet, sit quiet, because decent children who are very obedient, which is one of the good manners, will always maintain silence in the class when the class is going on. Nobody likes an unruly child like you. Make noise, you jump on the benches. No one likes a child like that. So you have to learn how to behave in a classroom even. So you should not shout. We don't make fuss. Now if your mother gives you some food which you don't like, you will tell, Mama, my tummy is paining. I don't want to eat this. Why? You will try to avoid eating that food. So that is what you are making fuss. You should be thankful to God that you are getting a plate of food to eat. You should never make a fuss. You should never ignore food. When you get food, you should be thankful to God that you are getting food to eat. We listen when others talk to us. Children, this is one of the biggest, very important point in a person's life. You should be able to listen to others. If you give an ear to others, you get to know their problems. They will always be grateful to you, because when a person shares the problems, they will always think, fine, someone else is interested to hear me out. So you should always listen when others talk to you. When the teacher is telling sit quiet, you should obey the teacher by sitting quiet. You should not make noise. You should not have a unruly class. So these are what you are talking about, manners in the class, the mannerisms that you have to show in a class. We share our toys and take our turn. Now everybody, all the small children, you all like to be the first in the class. I want to be first, I want to be first, I want to do this. Fine. So you should also be able to give your colleague or your friend, you should tell, no, you should always wait for your turn. You are standing third in the line, wait for it. Don't go and start fighting with the person who's standing the first, like I want to be first, so you have to give it to me. You don't start, tug of war between getting the first position in the line. So you should share your things. You should be able to share your toys. You should be able to share your pencils in classroom, erasers. You share your things and also be sure that you get them back. Good manners aren't too hard to learn. Yes, children, good manners are not very, it's not a very big thing that you have to break your head about. You are all small children, you all are all around the age of 5 to 6 years old. Everybody will tell you, you have to behave in a good manner to get good opinion about you. You have to see that you say the good, like the 5 magic words Miss has written on the board. There are many things that you can show that you have a good mannerism in you. It's really easy when you find good manners means just being kind. So it's just saying it in one word, like good manners are just being kind. When you have good manners, people will always tell you you're a very kind person. Because, see now children, here what I have said, these are a basic of good manners, and this is what I said. When do you say sorry, children? When do you say sorry? You say sorry when you hurt a person unknowingly. You go and while walking in the line, you kick your classmate who is in front of you, or you by mistake you trip over him, you fall, or he falls, she falls. Then you just have to say one word, sorry, I did not see it, or sorry, I'm sorry it happened like this. That one word sorry will make the child who's fallen down, make him smile, make him or her smile. Then when you use the word please again over here, please may I have a glass of water, please may I please excuse me ma'am, may I go to the washroom, please share your pencil with me, ma'am please correct this. There are many ways in which you can use the word please to your teacher, to your friends, to your parents. There are many things. When you do all these things, people will tell, wow, that child has really good manners. See how nicely he is talking or she is talking. You have to learn to be sorry when you do something unknowingly, or you do it knowingly. Even sometimes saying sorry does help. Then again, please. You can say the word please. That is again showing you have good manners. When you say excuse me, you need to go out of the class. You can tell, excuse me ma'am, I need to go to the washroom. Excuse me ma'am, I need to go to the office. You can be excused out of the class. So there's a way of saying it. You just don't get up from your bench and you walk out of the class like there is nobody else in the classroom. Nobody does that. If you have good manners, you will use these words that are there on the board. Then when do you say thank you, children? You say thank you when somebody gives you something, somebody shares something with you, somebody helps you in something, someone helps you to write the notes. When you return the notes back to the child, you can say thank you. I've completed my work just because of you. Thank you. Then great. When do you say great? Now a friend of yours shows you his drawing, his handwriting, his or her handwriting. You always say great, yeah, it's really good. You've done a really good job. So that person who has done it will really feel pleased. He'll really feel, he'll feel very excited. Somebody is appreciating what the person has done. So next you come to hello. Every time when you say good morning ma'am, good morning sister, good morning father, use the word hello between your friends. Hello, how are you? Hi, there's another word which is used between friends. Basically these are the things that you need to know about good manners. So children, over here I'd like you to write it in your classwork notebook. You can your 4-line classwork notebook, you can write sorry and please, draw a line in the middle and fill up that whole page with 2 words in one page. You can write 2 words in one page. So you will be writing 3 pages like that fully. You can learn the spellings of these words even. Basically do this in your classwork notebook, in your 4-line classwork notebook, and take a picture and send it to ma'am. When I have written over here, I have written 5 magic words, children. These 5 magic words, when you say these 5 magic words, it will bring a smile to anybody's face. If anybody is sad, anybody is not talking to you or anything, you've done a mistake, you say I'm sorry. A person will always will think before telling you something bad. He or she will always think. When you use the word please, please may I have this, please may I get this, a person will always think you are requesting that person. So these 5 magic words, children, you all have to remember it always when you're talking in English. I am sorry, please may I have, excuse me, thank you, may I. When you all come in the classroom, you ask your teacher permission, can you come in? So you say, may I come in, ma'am? Again, you use this word pardon, you use it when you can't hear something what someone is telling you. If your friend tells you something you cannot hear, you just don't ask what did you say? You don't say like that. In a pleasant manner, in a person who is having good manners, they will say, pardon me, what did you say? When you use the word pardon me, you are asking it in a very polite way. Pardon me, what did you say? So these are 5 magic words, children, which I want you all to remember. It's actually 6, but basically the rules of good mannerism. I am sorry, please, excuse me, thank you, may I, pardon. So children, when you use these words, anybody anywhere will know that you do have some good manners, or you are taught with, or you're brought up with some good manners. So for the 3rd standard, you will have only this. This is in Unit 3. Just write this in your classwork notebook. Write it 2 words in 1 page. Learn the spellings, and try to use it when you're talking to others. And you'll come to know in situations where you have to use it when you speak to others in English. So do this, children, and then you can take a pic and get back to Rohana ma'am, send it on my WhatsApp number, and I'll check and get back to you. Thank you, children. That's all for today.